Hey YouTube, this is Tina here from the Nitecore store. You may recognize my voice. I'm the one who does most of our product videos. And today we're doing something a little bit different than the normal. We're going to be going through and looking at some of our most frequently asked questions and answering them for you. And maybe you'll learn a little bit, maybe you'll find out stuff you already knew, but either way, stay tuned. Alright guys, I'm back at the office and I have our questions printed out for us, ready to go, so let's just dive on in. Question number 1. I just bought an NU25 headlamp and I can't figure out how to get the bracket on. Please help. So we get this question all the time and I'm going to show you how to do it. It's really easy. So first things first, let's go ahead and remove the NU25 or whichever NU headlamp you have from the bracket. There's these little tabs on the side that you can just go ahead and pull. You may need to get your finger down there and release the bracket. So you want to, if you look at the bracket, you'll see there's a horizontal line going across and then some spaces on the side. What you want to do is line up your headlamp so that you can, or headband, excuse me, so you can slide it through the center. And then pulling down, you'll seat it in the sides. And then what you can do is from the back, kind of continue pulling it all the way through until you have your headband attached. Take your headlamp, go ahead and snap that back into the bracket, and you are good to go. Alright, question number 2. My flashlight just arrived and I took it out of the box and it doesn't work. What do I do? So this happens very rarely, but it does happen. There's a couple things that could be causing it to not work right out of the box. One, sometimes the tactical ring that's pre-installed by the manufacturer, our pocket clip can get in the way. So what we always tell people to do is first go ahead and remove those accessories to eliminate any possibilities there. For the tactical ring, that'll just screw off, and with the pocket clip, you can just pull that off. Next thing you're going to want to do is inspect the inside of the tube. In this case, I can tell you what the problem with this flashlight is right off the bat. There is a silica packet that the manufacturer puts in there for when they ship it overseas to absorb moisture. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't see it, will shove their battery on in, seal up the top, turn it on, and of course it's not going to work because you don't get a good connection. The next thing we advise people to do once they've installed their battery, making sure that the polarity is the correct orientation. For most flashlights, that's going to mean the positive end or the protected cell end goes towards the bezel of the light. Make sure you screw the tail cap on completely tight because that is the other thing that will cause your flashlight to not work, is if you don't have a good connection on the inside. When you go to press your tail cap or side button to turn it on, it just won't work. The other thing that you may want to look for is, are you using a button top battery? Nitecore does require for the most part that you use a button top battery, and that extra length is what creates the connection. So if you're using a flat top, you may not quite get the connection and your flashlight won't turn on. Question 3. I really love my P12 GT, but unfortunately I misplaced my holster. Do you guys sell replacements? We absolutely do. You can go to nitecorestore.com where you can find holsters, pocket clips, lanyards, all of the accessories that come with your flashlight for sale. And last but not least, our final question. What is the difference between your 18650 batteries? That's a great question. We have several different types of 18650s you can find on our website, and I'll cover some of the little basic things you want to know about these. The first number you're going to want to pay attention to is the milliamp hours listed on your battery. You can find that number usually listed on the side. I've got a couple here. You can see this one's 3500 mAh. I've got this one is 2600 milliamp hours. And what that means is that the larger the capacity of the battery, the longer run times you'll be able to get from your battery. So of course, as the mAh increases, so does the price of the battery. But if you're going to be going out for long treks or just don't want to have to change your batteries all that often, these are a great option. The bigger capacity you can afford would be my recommendation. The next thing you're going to want to pay attention to is the continuous discharge rating, and this will come in amperage. For example, this battery that I have right here is our NL1835HP, which is listed with an 8A. This means that it's going to be discharging at 8 amps or greater. And these batteries were designed for use with our 1800 lumen flashlights like the MH12 GTS and P12 GTS. The higher discharge allows for these lights to reach that brightness. Now, if you're running an older flashlight that only hits 1000 lumens, you can still use these batteries. They won't harm your flashlight, but what's great about them is if you ever do upgrade, you're already all set and you'll have the exact battery that you need. And then finally, what I have here is our NL1826R, and what that R designation on the end means is something kind of interesting. These are USB rechargeable batteries. They have a built-in micro USB port right here on the top. You can plug in any charging cable that comes with your smartphone, or you can get them at gas stations, wherever, and you can plug that into your laptop, your power adapter, a power bank, solar panel, anything like that, and charge your batteries. What's great about that is you do not need to carry an external charger. Of course, these will still work in a traditional charger like the i4 or SC4 or something like that, but these give you a great option to really slim down your carry because you don't have to have that charger. All you need is a cable.
Well guys, that wraps it up for today. If you have questions, go ahead and email them at support@Nitecore Store. If you also want to tag us, #Nitecore Store on social media and ask us your questions, you may be featured in our next video. Thanks!